Hi, it's Ash. Welcome to the Whispering Guys podcast. Our show is about three morons' perspective on life. So if you've ever wondered what goes on in a man's head, you're in the right place. And disclaimer, it's funny. Enjoy the show, guys. Welcome, guys, today on a really lovely, sunny, bright, warm English summer day.
And we're inside.
We're inside in the dark because we did try and go outside, but all the birds were just, I don't know, they were trying to get in on the podcast. So, yeah, we moved inside. It's really hot, hence why I'm wearing a vest. Apologies. But, yeah, welcome to Whispering Guys. I'm Ash.
I'm Dan, and I like the vest, mate. Good choice.
Thank you. I was...
Gets the guns and the tats out.
The lack of guns, yeah. There's no ammo on these guns, mate. I did think about it, mate. Honestly, you should have seen me. Before we left, I sat there and I was like, right, can I get away with wearing a vest? And my missus was like, yeah, go on then. Brilliant.
100%. Yeah, your wife's not wrong. So
here I am, mate.
I definitely think that is a great choice. And before we start and get into the podcast today, I wanted to say thank you so much to every single person that chose to listen, watch, follow us on the socials, and gave us feedback. It's been absolutely amazing. The response has just been way, way better than what we expected. So thank you so much. That's why we're back with episode 2. And thank you so much for your support.
Just a little note on that. Honestly, anyone that has sent in some support or some feedback or some advice or topics for anything they want to hear in the future, please keep it coming. It makes it's massively appreciated, just because it's only going to help us keep putting these out. If people enjoy it, if no one enjoys it and no one listens to it, then we'll probably still make them and just keep them in the basement somewhere.
I'll listen to it. I honestly, because I edited it, I've listened back to it about 8 times, and quite honestly, if you haven't seen the clip already, I have heard Ted fart so many times.
Do you know what's weird, right? A few people have messaged me about that. I don't think I've ever heard Ted fart in my life.
Oh, really?
The first time I've ever heard him fart, and it was on camera, and we caught it. Brilliant.
Mate, it was so funny. You see like a little bum tweak, and...
he lifts his leg.
Yeah.
He knew that's premeditated, that was.
He knew that was coming.
That's not manslaughter, that's murder.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing before he did it, and he went for it. I'm not having it. And he looked me in the eye. That was the worst thing.
You were like looking at each other like there was some lust, and then
there was love.
Out of nowhere, it just got ripped apart as he let one rip.
There was love there. There was love. And then, speaking of Ted... Oh, do you know, I'll let you take this one, mate.
Yeah, speaking about Ted, unfortunately, Ted is not here today. He's feeling a bit rough. So we said, look, mate, take the day off. Have a sick day. Unfortunately, we can't pay you for it. But have the day off. Rest up. Let's get you back next week, because Ted is already the fans' favourite. Yeah,
the pouring of love for our Farty McFarty Pants Ted has been incredible. I remember, ladies, or gents, or whatever you want to be known as, Ted is still single. But yeah, I've never seen any guy that could pull off that amount of love after fighting.
Yeah.
People still love him.
Yeah, he got a great response, it's got to be said.
And again, just to address the elephant in the room, we did have a bit of a technical issue with our microphone last week, so it was a little bit quiet, but that's why it's the pilot. It was just a test. It was more for a bit of learning and development for us. But as I said, glad that quite a few people have reached out saying they liked it. It really means the world.
Yeah, any eagle-eyed viewers would have noticed that we started with 3 mics.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, we were down to 1.
Yeah. Also, before I get slated on camera, product placement, 55p. Boss man can't sell that in a multi-pack. I am drinking a Tizer, and anyone that knows me knows I love a Tizer. But I couldn't just get a Tizer. I had to also get a Rio, because anybody that knows anything about drinks knows Rio is the elite drink. And it's not even a juice, it's a sparkling water.
Okay, so I got to be honest here. Tizer I'm down for. Rio, do you know what? I'm choosing a Miranda every single day.
Go on, guys. Let me know. What's your choice? Tizer over Rio, and also Miranda doesn't exist.
Miranda, strawberry
Miranda's
Miranda.
alright.
Mirinda or Miranda? I never remember what it is exactly.
I go Miranda.
I think it's Mirinda, actually, thinking about it now. Anyway, if you go to Boss Man in the chicken shop and you say, can I get a strawberry Miranda? He knows exactly what I mean, and he gives it to me, and I just love that drink. But today, I've gone with a Lucozade.
Do you know
really
what?
Hot. I haven't even opened it yet.
Do you know what? I'm going to say something. I really shouldn't go on topics and stories, but do you remember? Someone who likes Lucozade as much as the biggest fan of Lucozade.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
He clocked this a long time ago. This must be a few years ago. This guy used to drink the litre bottles of Lucozade.
I remember now. I remember
all the time, like he was like permanently hangover.
Yeah.
And I remember one day he had it and he said, "This recipe's changed, mate. Don't taste the same." Then I used to hear a few more people say it, and actually I had one the other day and it don't taste the same.
It's definitely not what it used to be. I've got to be honest. And I've noticed that the selection's way less. Everywhere I go now, you used to get so many different flavours. Tropical,
pink
icy,
lemonade, yeah.
Icy coloured one. There were so many good flavours, like citrusy.
Do you ever have the original?
I don't have it anymore. When I was younger and I used to be like get ill or something, my nan, it was like an old like
I think they said
what do they call it?
Used to say
yeah, drink an original Lucozade. So that was
I think
like
it's the stuff, the glucose and stuff.
that's
in it. Yeah.
So that's the only time I ever really used to have that. But I hate the taste. I don't hate the taste.
I don't know
of
what
it,
flavour it is.
but I don't know what. Yeah,
It's like Lucozade flavour. It's like an original flavour.
Yeah, orange is the one for me. Orange is goated as Lucozade goes.
Yeah, orange. Yeah, I mean to be fair, I do love an iron brew. I'm an iron brew fan. I'm a fiend.
When
Should
I
be
was
Scottish.
When I was younger, it was always Lucozade Sport. Always
That's too
Lucozade
sweet
Sport.
for me.
Now, as I've got older, I've kind of
Lucozade Sport tastes like a really strong dilute to drink. You know what I mean? Like a
like a
squash.
squash. Okay,
Do you call it squash? A few people recently have called it like cordial or dilute, and I'm like,
it's a squash.
yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
100% is squash. You know what you pulled me up on the other day? Ribena, right? This is crazy. And I knew, as soon as we started talking about drinks, this was in my mind, right? This had to come up. So basically, what happened is me and Ash were just having a chat the other day, trying to decide what we'd have as a drink. And Ash said, "Do you know what I really fancy? Like a Ribena cordial or like squash, right?" And I was like, what even is that? In my opinion, Ribena is on the shelf at Tesco, ready to buy.
Ready-made drink.
Ready-made drink. I had no idea, right, that at all that it used to be like what people made as a squash.
Can I just point out, it's not used to be, it still is. It's more known as a squash than it is. Anyway, carry on.
Okay, I didn't even realise it was still a thing. So I went to Asda in search of this, and I found it, and it's like this really old-fashioned bottle.
It's not an old-fashioned bottle.
It is. It's honestly, it's from the 90s, maybe the 80s. It's so old-fashioned, and it literally is blackcurrant squash in a fancy bottle. And I was so shocked. I couldn't believe it. I always thought Ribena was in a bottle, pre-made, ready to go. But actually, that's where its origins come from. So
the origins of Ribena. I just can't wait to go and have a beer in the sun, have a barbecue. I think all we do is have barbecues now. The weather's been quite nice recently.
You've got to take advantage of it. Definitely. I think after all that time inside that we had like over the last few years, I think I am so ready to make the most of the outdoors.
Oh, 100%.
I'm so pasty as well. For the viewers that are watching, I don't have an inch of colour on me.
Yeah, and me, to be fair, yesterday I was the same colour as Dan, but I took advantage of the sun. Look at me now.
That is what happens, kids, if you don't wear sunscreen. You have to wear Factor 50, otherwise that happens.
Mate, I used to go on holiday and never ever wear sun cream.
Do you wear it now?
My missus puts it on me.
Okay, yeah.
Like, for those of you that know me, you know my missus is, let's say she is probably as pale as you.
Similar.
Yeah.
Concoction.
And she gets freckles.
What was it?
Concoction? We're saying Caucasian. That's not what you're
No.
saying.
Similar.
Complex.
Yeah, similar complexity, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so she's quite fair as well, and she gets freckles. And it's interesting because we go on holiday, and she sits in a sun lounger in the sun, and I sit on a sun lounger in the shade. So we have to find that perfect bit so we can both sit next to each other, but she's in the sun, I'm in the shade. I hate it. I don't do sun, and I understand. I think it's a proper art to be able to just sit in the sun and do nothing.
I get so bored.
Not only bored, I'm warm. Not hot. I'm never hot. I'm just like, I moan all the time. She always laughs. I'm like, I'm so warm. I'm so warm. And I just moan all day. I hate it. And you can't go swimming all the time because that's when you real burn.
I completely agree with you in terms of being in the sun when it's really hot and just lying there. I'm like, this just isn't me. I see girls on holiday and they'll be on the same sun lounger all day, 6, 7, 8 hours.
It's not me.
Reading a book, lying there, constantly just reapplying like.
But I understand why they do it because I know, like my missus, when she goes away, she wants to come back and look like a bronze goddess, right? Well, I don't need the suntan, as you can see. Fortunately, I guess. So I don't need to sit in the sun. So for me, it's a pointless exercise. I don't like the heat, and I don't need a tan. So what's the point of me sitting in the sun?
I get it. I do get it.
I don't know why I'm trying to convince you that I don't need to sit in the sun.
I do need to sit in the sun.
No, that's fine.
And I don't. I would rather be out doing something. Like, I don't play golf, but I'd probably rather be playing golf and catch a tan that way.
I think it's healthy. Thing is, I always laugh at these stuff, and I think people are being a bit sensitive. But after speaking to a few people, I think over the pandemic, a lot of people realised because they weren't going on holiday, the weather was a bit crappy, vitamin D deficiency was a big thing.
That became a thing. I'd never even heard of it.
People had to start taking tablets. Like
mine are somewhere. I have vitamin D tablets somewhere.
Oh, you love the vitamin.
I love
D.
a vitamin.
You love the D as well.
I knew it was coming.
You walked yourself right into that one.
I did too, yeah. I did.
Yeah, mate, it's a thing. So yeah, go out, guys. Go and sit in the sun, enjoy a little barbecue, enjoy a little wine, a little beer. Just live your best life.
Do you know what's really good when you're outside and you're outside having a little suntan, you put your headphones on, you go on Spotify and you listen to the Whispering Guys.
Oh, mate, honestly, do you know what? I'm stopping this right there. We were driving in the car, driving in the Range, right? If any of you don't know, I drive a Range Rover. No, I'm joking. We'll cut that bit out. But no, yeah, jump in the whip. We're not cool enough to say that, are we? Am I driving a German whip?
No, it's definitely English.
What, a Range Rover?
Yeah, think about it. The Queen drives one.
Okay.
Or gets driven in one now.
Okay, fine. We might not.
Well, had it for a few.
We're not trying to stunt the year, but yeah, when you jump in the Range, right, and you've got that really nice. Is it Meridian? I think no, it's not.
Yeah, Meridian sound system.
Yeah, jump in the Range, Meridian sound system. Go on Spotify. Number one, it is mental to see your own podcast on Spotify. Mental, considering we are three morons who do not know anything about this, and we're able to, just from the beauty of YouTube, a bit of research, and we can get a podcast on Spotify.
I knew it all already.
Yeah, some of us technically.
I didn't. It's kind of weird. I feel like Spotify and iTunes, and it feels a lot more official than YouTube.
Oh yeah,
it's very easy to upload something onto YouTube, right?
Yeah. For those of you that didn't know, if you like a podcast but you want to see us because you want to see our beautiful faces minus Ted, so you probably don't want to listen to this episode because we're missing Ted. Yeah. But next week, when the good-looking one's back, jump on YouTube. If you like listening to a podcast but you want some visuals, or you want to put it on the TV, a smart TV, jump on the YouTube and you can have a look at us as well. Always good, we don't mind where people view it as long as you're enjoying it. And drop a comment, drop a like on all the socials as per. But yeah, anyway, moving on. I know we were meant to jump into a thing. I know we had a few topics, but before we jump into a topic, I have to get this off my chest.
Go on.
And it's only because it bugs me.
I'm here for you today.
I know, it's like counselling. Therapy, right? Therapy. Dan, you're my therapy. What are you, dog?
Therapist.
You're my therapist.
Yeah.
You're my therapist.
Dr. Dan.
Dr. Dan. Dr. Dan. Well, I was going to say something else there. No, I'm not going to go into that. But you
Dr.
know,
D.
how far do I live from you right now?
We could walk in 20 minutes to each other.
So it's quite close.
Yeah. One road, actually. We're literally, oh my gosh. If you think about where the main, basically we live on two different sides of a motorway. We're literally parallel to, if we folded it in half, we'd be on top of each other. Like a pizza would become a calzone.
Anyway, I pulled up at your house.
Yeah.
Absolutely fuming. Absolutely fuming. And I know that the sun's out and I should be happy and in a good mood because it's warm and I'm going to have a barbecue and I'm seeing my mate and we'll do
Windows
a podcast.
down, sunroof open.
Oh, mate. I wasn't in the Range. I was in the Clio, unfortunately. So
you have windows and a sunroof?
I have no sunroof.
Oh.
I've got windows and
Okay.
I've got aircon, but it's crap. I don't have the cooling seats, a little menthol chewing gum bum. But no, it was a little bit cold. It wasn't like climate control. Anyway, I pulled up and I'm just fuming. Cyclists, right? Cyclists and this new law.
Yep.
Right, cyclists on a road, pedestrian cyclists on a road. Before I go to a rant, what are your thoughts on it?
So I have noticed that the roads have changed. They've definitely changed their layouts, and we have where we live in London, the outskirts of London.
Surrey. Can you call it what it is? Surrey. We pay a lot of council tax for this.
Okay.
Surrey.
Maybe it's Surrey.
No, it's definitely Surrey. Greater London, Surrey.
We're not really London. We're on the outskirts, right? So we're Surrey, London vibes. You get the picture. It's nice. It's scenic. We have grass, and there isn't loads of skyscrapers. Right? But the roads have changed. It's been mental recently. Every single road is now a cycle highway, pretty much. And if it isn't, it's 20 miles an hour. So it is a nightmare.
Yeah, logistically driving, getting anywhere right now. The cycle lanes are bigger than the road lanes at the moment.
I've never seen, there's so much room for bikes.
Oh, mate.
So much room for activities.
Mate, actually, do you know what, right? I just need to get off my chest because I know I'm someone. I know we described last week what superhero to be, and I said Hulk. and I think for most people that know me, they would agree. I've got a little bit of a short fuse. I get wound up. I'm quite aggy. I think people describe me. I'm an aggy person. I just get really irritated by little things all the time. Like if you're a cyclist, do not listen to my podcast, right? I don't care.
No, I've got mates that are cyclists that really like
but
this
if you want to meet
podcast.
a dad and you're a cyclist, don't listen to my podcast. Like, oh mate, look.
Carl Perry, I'm looking at you.
I don't wish them any harm at all. I hope they are safe from all sorts of things. I hope they have safe journeys and they don't have any accidents. I even hope they just have a nice day.
But you don't want them in the way.
I don't want them away. And I also hope they have really mild inconveniences in their life, right? I really hope they get themselves comfortable on their sofa with their partner or whoever to watch a film and the remote's the other side of the room. I hope they heat up their food in the microwave and it's slightly cold. I hope they order something from McDonald's and there's a missing item. I really hope they have small little things like that in their life.
Okay.
Just because that's how I feel towards them. It just bugs me.
Because they ride a bike.
Because they ride a bike and get in my way.
Right, hear me out on this.
No.
I don't mind cyclists. This is the beauty of the cycle highway, right? They are not in our way.
But when there's not a highway...
But when there's not a highway and they're riding double, completely get what you mean. If they're riding double and they're riding at a good pace and they're actually going for it, fine. As soon as they start having the chit-chat, then it's a problem for me because their full attention isn't on the road and that's when stuff starts to happen. But, talking about that, post-lockdown, I think, somehow, I don't know how you do this, everyone should have had to, like, resit their driving test. People didn't drive for so long. I see so many more accidents now, near misses. I feel like I'm on my hazard perception test every day. I'm looking everywhere and I just feel like, I know everyone thinks they're a great driver when they get in their car, right? Everyone thinks they're a good driver.
Yeah, I mean, I am a good driver.
But like, in the past week, I've seen three nearly crashes and a proper crash because people just like have forgotten how to drive. It's obvious.
I'm not gonna lie. If I wake up in the morning to go to work and I notice that it's raining or cold, I dread, those part-time drivers that don't really drive. Sometimes they get train or public transport in some sort of description, but they decide because it's raining and it's cold, I'm going to get in the car, and I dread it because I'm like, oh, they're doing the school run or they're doing the work run or whatever it is. I'm like, traffic's going to be awful, and every absolute Tom, Dick, and Derek is going to be out. And yeah, I know it's Tom, Dick, and Harry, but Derek is just my...
They become Dereks.
My term for a moron is Derek. You call someone a Derek and they don't even know what you're doing, but you basically call them a moron. So let's get a world of Dereks out there. But yeah, they drive me mad.
Yeah, talking about driving, I've got a new hobby. It's kind of developed quite recently.
Go on.
So...
You're not going to tell me you play I Spy in the car?
No, I am in the car though.
Okay, cool.
So what I do is, it'll be normally late at night, when I'm either up and I've had like caffeine too late and I know I'm not going to sleep.
Can I just stop you there?
Yeah.
I've had a few people say that to me. Does caffeine really bother you late at night? Will you not have a coffee?
So I don't drink coffee. Okay. So like occasionally I might have like a Coke or a Monster or something like that, just a little bit too late. And because I'm like caffeine sensitive, I'm up. Like I'm not going to sleep.
See, am I the only one? I could have a latte.
But you drink coffee regularly.
Yeah, I mean...
So you're like numb to it.
I drink coffee fairly often, alright? I moved in, we've got a new office at work. Let me tell you, they have got the state-of-the-art Marks and Spencer's luxury. It's not Marks and Spencer's, but it's luxury. Like, luxury.
Better than Starbucks.
Oh, mate, it's a coffee machine. Do you know who it needs? It needs Nigella. What's her name? Nigella what? They're like the woman that speaks...
The Coke lady. She does...
I don't know what she does.
Doesn't she sprinkle it in the food?
I don't know. She speaks in a very like seductive way. She needs to describe all of our coffee, honestly. And do you know what? They've got a choco milk.
Oh, I know who you're on about. Nigella Lawson.
That's the one.
And she makes it like sexy cooking.
Yeah, she needs to describe everything there. But anyway, we have got a new coffee machine in our workplace. I don't even have the coffee, but I have choco milk. I'm not going to lie. One day, I think I had about 12.
In your coffee, or you just get warm chocolate milk?
No, not having a mocha. You can't drink a mocha. It's not a real coffee. It's called choco milk. And it's not the hot chocolate either. It's choco milk. I think the hot chocolate's made of water and the choco milk's made with milk.
Right, okay.
But it is luxury. And one of my colleagues at work, he has... he's put a limit on there, so he now watches what I have. And he's like, right, you're only allowed 4 choco milks a day because I think you got an issue.
You do not have 4 a day.
Yeah. They're great. Brilliant. But anyway, Mac, yeah, coffee doesn't bother me. I could have one at midnight and go sleep like that.
Really?
Oh, mate.
Okay, so I don't drink coffee, so I don't know whether like coffees are like less on the spectrum of like caffeine. I don't know. Anyway, that's like an example. Sometimes my mind's way too busy. I'm like, let me get out. I live in a small flat. I feel like I'm like, the walls are closing on me. I just get out, right? And then I go sit in an even smaller car. But anyway, I go for late night drives.
I like a late night drive.
I love it. I've got a playlist on Spotify. I put it on. It's even called Late Night Vibes. Right? And it's like chilled out music.
Like Mellow Magic kind of vibe.
Nah, kind of. More like lo-fi, if you know what that is.
Okay, yeah.
Right? And like no one really, like, the songs aren't like mad popular. They're just vibey. And you feel like you're driving through a city before you're even there.
Yeah.
Right? And now, since the congestion charge has gone, I like just driving to London. Just drive the
Congestion
street.
charge is gone?
It's like not as bad as it was during lockdown.
Okay,
it's gone back to like normal. So after 6 on the weekends, it's not there.
Okay.
Or is it? Maybe it is at the weekend. Anyway, it's not really that, like, you can go at late night drive. Anyway, I love it. I'm in a zone, and it's just brilliant.
I'm not going to lie. During lockdown, probably shouldn't say this, but you know when you weren't allowed to go out?
Yeah.
But I think
You went out.
I wasn't doing like a Boris scandal.
Okay.
I wasn't having parties for like ABBA and stuff like that. Nothing stupid like that. But I think mental health was a big thing, isn't it? And I think the first time, I think it's good. I think it's great that we're in a world now where people are openly speaking about mental health.
So important. Massive advocate for it, by the way.
Yeah, 100%. And look, if anyone is struggling, always reach out, always communicate. And look, I know you lot don't know us from anyone, but yeah, if you ever want to drop a message, feel free to drop a message. We've been speaking to someone quite recently, actually. It's got a mental health charity.
Yeah. We're hoping to try and get him on at some point, because it would be amazing for people to hear. I think he's got some like amazing stories that I've like heard before, and I'm sure he's got way more that I haven't heard.
Yeah.
But like, it would be really good to get him on at some point, because awareness is massive, right?
100%. Especially in men, I think it's good that we have these chats. But I remember a couple of times, it's weird. It's the first time I've ever felt like that. You get a bit antsy. I don't know what it is. I couldn't sit down, couldn't stand. I just felt weird. So we had to go for drives, or sometimes a couple of walks. And it would normally be around midnight, because I'm a night owl. You know that. I'm bed like 2-3 in the morning every
Literally
day.
nocturnal.
Yep. So we go drives, and I agree with you. Going for a drive at night when there's no traffic and you don't speed, you just drive leisurely, and you just.
There's no stresses, right?
Yeah.
You know, like you're saying, when you were like behind the bikes and everything.
Yeah.
Driving becomes really stressful.
Yeah.
Late night drives, it's chilled.
I think. Do you know what? Driving is. I really love driving. I drive everywhere.
It's quite methodical when it's chilled out.
I drive everywhere. Sometimes dangerous going autopilot, but I love driving. And I think, actually, if you think about the majority of people, they never get to drive leisurely. Everything's a stress. It's on the way to work, on the way back from work, on the way to pick up a child, on the way to drop off a child. Everything is stressful. And actually, I think that's why cyclists bug me, because I'm always in a rush because I'm late for everything. Like when I was on the way...
I'm glad you're admitting it.
Yeah.
He wasn't late this week, by the way.
No.
You weren't actually even late.
No, I was... Yeah. But you know, I'm a busy guy. So I'm like, right, I've got to go and do this. Now I've got to go and do this. I ain't got time to be dawdling in the middle. I'm always in a rush somewhere. So anyway, we get off topic. But yeah, you were talking about coffee. Sorry, go.
No, I was talking about driving. Like, late night.
Oh, yeah, of
it's
course
so
you were.
methodical. Like, I just love it. It's actually really, like, you're talking about mental health and stuff like that. It's actually so good for your like mental health and like just clearing the mind, and there is no stresses at that time, and it's just become a hobby of mine. I actually don't even mind if I plan it into my day, or like I'll be spontaneous with it, and I genuinely like doing it, and then I'll come home and I'll just be like ready to go to sleep. Done. I love it. It's something I've added to my life that I really like at the moment.
I feel like this is just going to turn into an episode where I'll be just like bitch about things that we hate. So while we are, I might as well just speak about the fact that McDonald's, again, if you're looking to advertise us, don't.
Wait, do you call it Mac or Muck?
I don't know why I said McDonald's. It's Ronald McDonald.
Yeah,
not
it's
McDonald.
McDonald's.
Yeah, it's
but everyone's
McDonald's.
like Mackie D's.
Mucky D's. No, you don't say Mac. You say Mackie D's.
Mackie
I
D's.
think that's just what someone one day said and it stuck. But I think it's McDonald's. I do like a McDonald's. And actually, at the moment, they've got the Ground Big Back. I had that the other day. Very good. McDonald's, right? During lockdown, they must have made a killing, because I noticed when you order stuff on delivery or Uber Eats, whatever it is, Uber Eats, I think it is, which unfortunately I do, they don't send a lot of the stuff. So, you know, like, you could buy 20 chicken nuggets, and normally on the machine or when you order, you can choose 4 sauces. I get no sauces. What happens if you're at home and you've ordered food, obviously, because you don't have food or you can't bother to cook, and I got no sauces? What happens if I've got no condiments? I just got to eat 20 dry nuggets.
I can save you with this one, because this has happened to me.
Go on.
And I always used to wonder what happened when sauces don't come. By the way, because it's like the worst thing. It's a massive pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
Someone somewhere has been lazy, right, and not decided to do their job. Basically, that's how it goes. So
you can choose the sauces, right?
yeah,
I choose the sauces.
But if I'm going to a restaurant, which Deliveroo literally is bringing the restaurant to us, right, and as much as McDonald's is fast food or all the other ones that are available, yeah, I know you have to cover yourself. I would 100% expect good service from that restaurant because they need to hold up their brand.
100%.
Right? Deliveroo's the middleman or Uber or whatever. So when they don't do that, if I was in a restaurant and they didn't bring me steak sauce with a sauce with my steak or something, I'd complain.
Yeah.
And be like, I expect money off. So what I do, and I learnt this off of another podcast, Jack Mate's Happy Hour, by the way, he now goes straight onto his thing, chooses the cheapest item, and just says it didn't come, and gets like a mini refund. So he feels good that it's going to get questioned somewhere, what was wrong with this order? And then someone might actually remember to put sauces in next time. That is now what I do.
I agree. Oh, sorry.
Whoa!
Mini burp into
I was looking into your eyes.
No, I agree. I think they're taking the mick because they must save a lot of money. No straw, no thing for the McFlurry.
Don't even get me started on the straws.
I
love turtles, but don't get me started.
What? The other thing they talk about, right? Deliveroo and Uber Eats. Do you know what? I'm just going to slate all of you, so we're never going to get a brand deal. Right?
They sponsor quite a lot as well.
I know. Sponsor us, please.
I don't even know if it's there.
I use you a lot, but it's your fault, right? I don't like when they charge you a service fee. No, I don't mind the service fee. They charge you for a bag. Right? So some guy or girl turns up at your door and he hands you your food in a bag, and then you have to pay for a bag, right? Because it's included in there.
But whose bag
Why
is who?
am I paying for a bag? I don't need the bag. Just give me my food.
Is it the restaurant charging for a bag, or is it delivery and Uber? I've never seen this charge, by the way.
Who needs the bag? The me or delivery driver? Then he should pay for the bag. I don't need a bag. Give me my food. If you just give me my food, my pizza in the box.
I've never seen this charge.
It's I think you order for an Indian restaurant and my Chinese, and they
okay.
charge you 20p for the bag, right? I know I'm arguing over 20p, but actually I didn't ask for a bag. I don't need your bag. You're the one that needs the bag, so you pay for the bag. I don't need it. You're the delivery driver. Am I supposed to pay petrol next? Yeah.
No, you do pay petrol because you pay for the delivery fee.
Yeah, it's a joke.
So, talking about like that, what's like the smallest thing or like most pointless thing you've ever ordered off like delivery because you've just been too lazy?
Oh mate, I've had some shockers.
I've had some bad ones as well.
To be fair, I know that Co-op and stuff have started advertising it. I don't order anything like that. I think it's just as easy for me to just jump in the car. We've got a petrol station really close. They charge an arm and a leg for everything, and they've got the worst selection. But I often just pop there if I need something real quick.
Okay, so no word of a lie. I live 5 minutes from my high street where there is loads of shops.
Just pointing out he lives 2 minutes from his high street.
Okay, 2 minutes maybe.
I will time it. And
I
that will be a
have
TikTok
ordered
post.
A number of times, like a drink. I didn't have a drink here, and I will go on.
You have a tap.
I have a tap, yeah, but I fancy something different. Like I might fancy a different type of drink.
He fancied a Rio. This is a refreshing.
No, I would never get a Rio.
Orange, guava, apricot, mango, passion fruit, lightly sparkling water drink. Sponsor us, Rio.
I would never ever.
Nice.
Ash is gonna for the rest of.
I want a sponsorship.
Every
deal from Rio.
episode, Ash is just gonna beg for his Rio. He's gonna place it there and just beg for his sponsorship
It's a
one
product
day.
placement. I'm just gonna place it here on my shoulder.
If you cut Ash open,
Rio.
he would bleed Rio.
Rio and McDonald's.
Yeah, maybe. Not chicken nuggets.
But not anymore McDonald's because you're not giving my condiments.
Yeah, he wouldn't bleed ketchup.
Yeah, I got no ketchup.
But in all seriousness, I have ordered like a fizzy drink, like one bottle, and paid that plus delivery, and just felt really good about it. And then afterwards, I've really considered my life choices.
That's bad.
I have done that.
I mean, I'm pretty lazy, and actually, I think as a modern man, I have become lazier. I think there are a lot of things I could do. Do you ever look at someone and go, as a man, and what a man is meant to represent in this day and age? I know it's a little bit more. It's not.
The lines have been blurred.
Yeah, so it's not as, let's say, old-fashioned.
Yeah, okay.
Traditional old-fashioned man. I sometimes think to myself, that's not me. I'm not that guy. You know when you go shopping, you've got loads of bags, and my car's on my driveway, so I could do it in 2 journeys, but I'm like, nah, I'm going to do this in 1 journey, obviously.
You're going to grab
And
every
I grab every bag and carry another, and I'm like, yeah, real man. Those sort of moments. I thought I was like fairly manly. I'm quite good at DIY. I get stuff done. I do it. I'm sometimes, I don't realise how much I know and I can just do. My next door neighbour, mate, what a man. Like, tats, the beard, just built an extension, right? Just built an extension. How manly is that?
He just knew how to build his own extension.
Well, I just sit in the garden, I look back, and I'm like, he just built that.
He like evolved from Lego at a young age.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can give me all the tools, right? All the ingredients to build that. I'm saying ingredients, so obviously don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But all the gear, ain't got a clue.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
He just built an extension. And I'm like, you just built that? He's like, yeah.
I reckon I could build one, but it'd be like the Leaning Tower of Dan's garden.
I mean, I could build it, but it'd fall over very soon.
It does make you feel manly. Yeah. I was chatting to my brother about this.
When I had a shower, I was like...
He's been doing labouring with his mate.
What's that song where he's drinking the Diet Coke? I don't want to work all day.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want
to work all day.
I was just like, yeah, you know, you pull off the top
Pull
of
off the top. He's like glass can of Coke and he's like that.
That's how I felt yesterday.
I just want to be free. That one, isn't it? I can't sing. That's getting fucking cut.
I just want to make
love to you.
That one. Yeah. Anyway, apologies. We'll probably go cut that out.
Yeah, that might, if it's in, that might be a bonus clip on YouTube or TikTok. Keep an eye out for that one. Talking about deliveries, Domino's, everything like that. Do you know where it's gone mental?
Go on.
You're watching footy, you turn it on, and literally right before kickoff, Domino's advert.
Oh, they're bang on it.
Order now for half time.
Bang on it.
That is like the most convincing advert I've ever seen in my life, and I give into it way too much. But talking about football, right? We have to mention this. I watched, and I'm sorry if you don't like football,
no, go on,
but this is a massive thing.
Don't.
I watched one of the most exciting, memorable moments of football I've ever seen in my life midweek.
Man City?
No.
Really?
Of course it was Man City.
Oh, mate.
It's not going to be Man City were through. We're going to have an all-English final.
They imploded.
And Real Madrid did what Madrid are doing this season.
I've spoken about this a few times. I think Man City are bottle jobs when it comes to Champions League. They're bottle jobs.
They are bottle jobs.
And I think Real Madrid are just they've got that winning mentality like in their history. And I think when you go and sign for Real Madrid, it's like a prestige and it's like a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a goal for most people. Most people dream of that. And then they go there and then that winning mentality is just there. So 89 minutes, they're going out. I think there's a lot of teams that implode, like Man City. Man United definitely would be there, but...
Let's not even talk about them yet. That's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole different podcast.
But in all seriousness, you're right with what you say about Madrid. Madrid is they have that vibe. And the whole time me watching that, I didn't think once that Madrid weren't going to go through. Even when it got that close, I was starting to think... It
annoys me that I didn't back him. I don't think I would have put money on them to win the tie at 89 minutes. But I think in my head, I was always like, I don't really rate Man City.
Other teams, I would have written them off.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, they have not got a chance.
Man City should have put it to bed, and I just think it's not written... I feel sorry for Pep, because, he's a quality manager, and that's obviously my partner's favourite manager. She loves him.
She loves a bald man.
She does love a bald man. That's why she's with me. Bald man with a beard. Yeah, that's me.
I think you look like a bald mate. When you get a bit older...
I've already told you. If I could grow a beard, like a proper beard, I'd shave my head.
Yeah.
I'd shave my head.
I think that. I think a beard is so essential if you're going to shave your head.
Because you know this, I don't mind saying it for the podcast. I'm having a baby.
Yeah. Wait, are you? Oh my god, congratulations.
You idiot. I'm having a baby, so
I'm going to be a dad!
So during August, so yeah, super stressed. But no.
Have you seen that clip, by the way?
What?
Where the guy's like over the River Thames.
Yeah.
He's like, I've got amazing news, guys. And they're all on the boat. They're like, what? And he's like, my sister's having a baby. And then they're all like, way! And then he's like, I'm gonna be a dad!
No, I've never seen that. I have to put a link to it.
If I can find the link to that, I will send it.
We'll put a link in that. Yeah, so that, I've always thought to myself, and not the worst thing is what I don't even mind, I'm having a girl, mate. I'm having a girl.
That is unbelievable.
So I'm buzzing. And I'm like, I grew up with brothers. Like, my house is boys. So rough and tumble boys. So I'm a little bit stressed, right? I'm not going to lie. And I keep thinking to myself, I'm going to have to get in the gym, get tattoos on my face, right? Grow a massive beard, shave my head, and just be the most intimidating, scary looking dad ever.
What will your daughter not be scared if you got like tats on the face?
Nah.
I feel like tats on the face might just be a bit
I'm
much.
Like, realistically, I'm not.
You could get a beard tattooed because like that would help.
Oh man, that's Yeah, I'm not gonna get tats on the
I
face.
do agree with you though. Like, you know, like if you ever go round to a girl's house and she like meets the meeting the dad is a big thing, right? And you're like, I've got to impress here. Firm handshake, straight in. Nice to meet you. Da 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 da.
Mate,
if you're taller than him, it's a massive bonus, right?
mate, I'm telling you now. She wants to bring home a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, right? Because 2022. Cool, whatever. It doesn't even have to be a partner.
If she brings home a boyfriend or a girlfriend in 2022, I'm going to be mad impressed because she will be like less than 6 months old.
It's 2022, so I'm going to address the fact that it doesn't have to be a boyfriend. It could be a girlfriend.
Might be 2032 by the time this happens. No, maybe even longer.
2000, no, 2000.
2000
doesn't even exist. 2080, she can bring home
2100 is a long, long time away, mate.
Jesus. It's not even to do with a partner. It's to do anyone that even wants to even potentially hurt her. This is the sort of stuff I think about, mate.
Already, this is crazy.
In my head, I'm like, right, bring home a partner. You're going to be there. Ted's will be there. All the boys are going to be there. My brothers are going to be there. Like, everyone. And if I think
about this moment,
if I think about everyone there,
she's like, Dad, I'm bringing a boy home tonight. You're getting everyone there.
I'm nearly 6'1", right? And I think I'm probably the smallest in that lineup. It's going to be pretty intimidating, isn't it? I'm going to sit us in a row, so we're going to have a lot of chairs.
They will be our height.
A lot of chairs. And I'm going to bring them around, and he's going to have to introduce and shake every single person's hand. We're all just going to sit there like, mate. I know, this is the sort of stuff I think about. I'm just scared. I don't want anyone. But that's how I am as a person, mate. I love hard. So I love my friends. I love my family. I just want to make sure everyone's cool.
The best way to describe it is if you've seen Fast and Furious, Ash is like Vin Diesel. Like the barbecues at Vin Diesel's house. Like, that's what Ash is like.
He's bald and don't have a beard.
He doesn't, actually. And he is intimidating as well.
Like The Rock. He's bald, no beard.
I think you'll learn so much being a dad. I'm excited to see the change. Especially now you're having a girl.
Yeah. I look at the way I treat my 2 dogs and, like, I tell my boy dog off all the time because he's naughty.
Are you cool if I buy your daughter a Manchester City kit?
I don't know. I'm sure the camera, because HD's going to pick that out my eye, which is twitching.
He did the Ancelotti.
No,
his eyebrow went...
no, I said this to you the other day, didn't I?
Yeah.
I said, no, look, I'm going to push Crystal Palace. That's my local team. Where I grew up and everything. Used to walk through the stadium pretty much, play football in the car park and like bang the ball against it. They had like temporary, not porta potty, that's the wrong word. Like, they know the big metal corrugated things that they stack up sometimes. What are they called?
As in a building?
Yeah.
Like a hut?
Yeah, it's like a hut. They had them.
We had them as like classrooms.
And we used to like we used to walk through, because obviously we used to walk to school. We used to have a football and like tennis ball, and we used to boot it against the thing, and they used to come and shout at us. And like we used to see some players like Darren Ambrose and
he's on TalkSport now. He's actually he's a good lad to be fair.
I've seen him a few times, and like Wayne Routledge
when
he was there.
Routledge as well.
What's it? Leatwood or something like that?
Who?
Leatwood. I don't know.
Leatwood.
I think his name's Leatwood. I can't remember.
Leroy Later or whatever. Leroy Later.
No, it wasn't Leader. He was a striker for
do you remember him?
No, with him. But yeah, we used to go through there all the time. So that's my local team. I would like my family to support Palace, because I think it's important to go to the games and stuff.
Bit more of like an access, like Ash supports Man United for anyone that doesn't know, by the way. And we don't have to get onto them, but it's a long journey if you wanted to go and watch them.
I can't change team, because anyone's going to call me a glory hunter if I change team. Change team now, it would have to be for a local team. So I would potentially change for Palace, because to be fair, Palace is where my heart... The only reason I don't support them, let me just point out, is because they weren't in the Prem.
Because you're a glory hunter?
No, because they weren't in the Prem. And when I was younger and I was growing up, we didn't have Sky. Well, the Sky,
you had the sticker books and they weren't in the sticker book.
Not even that, mate. It was hard to watch them. We didn't have YouTube like that.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, they weren't on Match of the Day, was the reality, and I couldn't afford to go and like watch them. So, Man United was easier to watch. So that's the reason I supported them. But I've always followed them, and I've always got like a hold for them. So I will support Palace. I would move to them. I would like to move to Wimbledon, but they're just too bad. Sorry about this. This is just for the... Is it
ASMR.
ASMR. Ready? I bet that sounded incredible.
I almost don't know if it would have, but it might have.
Oh no, I really wanted that to sound amazing. I really wanted people to go, oh, that sounded crisp. Just in case anyone's wondering, on this lovely sunny day, I'm drinking a Rio. It's a tropical orange, guava, apricot, mango, and passion fruit sparkling water drink. Sponsor us, Rio. I really want a Rio sponsor. I don't know if they still make these, or if someone bought a bulk lot of these, of like 1 billion.
Right.
And Boss Man is just selling them all over the country.
And now no one makes Rios anymore.
I don't think they do.
I feel like someone makes it.
It's like Cadbury's cream eggs. Didn't you know Cadbury's cream eggs? They make them once a year for Easter.
Yeah.
And then they just sell. And when they run out, they're out.
Yeah, I kind of get that.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, they kind of disappear. There is a time when they're not on the shelves.
I buy them round Easter, and then I buy them just after Easter when they're like 25p.
I didn't have one this year.
I had one yesterday.
Wait, they're still on the shelves now?
In my cupboard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely haven't had one. This is probably the first year in a long, long time. Actually, I haven't had a cream egg. Not even lying.
Well, I can tell
Do
you.
do you lick the cream out, or do you like bite the cream?
No, I just bite them, but 2 bites okay.
2 bites.
Yeah.
That's good effort, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I reckon I'm like a quarters.
I'm not gonna lie, I got in trouble.
Corner.
I got in trouble this year.
With?
Easter. So me and my partner, we always buy each other Easter eggs. It's a little thing, right?
Oh, it's quite cute.
I think they're quite cute.
Yeah.
People think we're sickening, but I think we're quite cute.
No, that's all right.
Yeah. So anyway, this year, for those of you that don't know, I think this is a new thing. Easter eggs this year, you could get an Easter egg where say you got a Malteser Easter egg.
Yeah.
The egg had the Malteser bits in there.
So the egg was crunchy.
You had some at my house. You know this. I had the fruit and nut one, and the egg had fruit and nut in it.
Oh, yeah.
Not just the bar, the egg.
Wait, so the Maltese ones are the same?
And crunchy and...
Oh, I've missed out.
Yeah. Massive L for you.
Yeah, I didn't have an egg at all.
So the egg used to be the boring bit. Because if you like crunchy, the best bit is the crunchy bar, and then you've got chocolate.
The chocolate was always rubbish as well. It weren't even like the same as the chocolate that the bar
Exactly.
was.
Well, now, if you get like I had a fruit and nut one, was my favourite. So the egg was fruit and nut, and then the bar was fruit and nut. Brilliant. Anyway, I spotted one of these that I liked, and I said to my missus, I want that egg. So she got that egg for Easter. She went out of her way and found it because she's an absolute gem like that. Me, on the other hand, didn't buy her an egg. Absolute L.
Not even a cream egg.
I think she brought it up literally 2 days ago, so she's still angry. We did go to Tesco. A few days later, Tesco, if you want to sponsor us as well, we're the Whispering Guys. But anyway,
Tesco, I'm not interested.
Tesco will sponsor us. I'm telling you.
Well, for what?
We told you, episode 3, famous David Beckham, Boris Johnson,
if
and
you
Ryan
don't
Reynolds.
want to buy an Easter egg, right? Go to Tesco.
No, mate, they were selling them. We bought her a big Easter egg. It was like £2, like a couple of days afterwards.
After Easter?
Yeah.
It's quite a good way to do it.
I'm a big fan of that. I don't mind buying it. I like buying a gift if I see something that's right for someone. I don't like buying a gift for the sake of it. So Christmas, I struggle with. Because every now and again, you're like, I need to tick them off a list. Voucher. No care, no whatever. I like seeing something and going, that person will like that. I'll buy that gift for Dan. I'll buy that gift for that person. But I don't like just going, I'll get my voucher because I have to.
No, you are very good at that, to be fair. Ash actually bought me a present. And it's kind of changed my life. I feel...
It was a Rio.
No,
Tropical
it wasn't.
Spark.
It wasn't.
I really want this.
I know what you're trying to do here. He really wants to be... The only reason Ash ever wants to be famous, right, that he keeps banging on about, is because he wants a Rio sponsorship.
I don't want to be famous, by the way.
He would literally live in, like, a normal place, not a mansion, like his life wouldn't change, but he'd just want a Rio deal.
I live in a house with a double garage and full of Rios.
Full of Rios, like wall to wall.
Rio, where are you?
I've always wondered this. You know when there's like awards and it's like, win a lifetime supply of KFC or like chocolate or whatever.
Who dictates what's lifetime supply? Because I eat a lot of KFC.
Okay, where is it? They don't just send it all to you. You know, like if it's chocolate, they'll be like, win a lifetime or beer. Win a lifetime supply of beer. They don't send it all to you at once and be like, that's your lifetime.
No, they should. That'd be buzzing, innit?
It'd be amazing.
Here's 1 million bottles of beer. Store it.
Store it. Your problem, but there's your lifetime supply. I was saying that Ash bought me a present, right?
I forgot about that.
We actually got, and basically...
It was a Rio. Sparkling. No, I'm joking.
He actually got me a fish tank.
I'm interjecting right here. All right. He was talking about getting a pet, and one of the pets he asked about was a hamster.
Yeah. It was.
This guy was going to... He thought he could buy hamster food...
And a ball.
And a ball. And the hamster would just live in the ball forever.
You know, like G-Force, the movie, where it's like a guinea pig and they like
You
live in
can't
the
just
ball.
live in the ball.
I fully expected him to just be chilling, rolling around in my flat.
Forever.
Yeah.
How's he going to sleep? Just
Yeah. Can't just sleep in the ball. They don't need loads of room for activities.
Right, so you're in a... They need loads of room for activities. That's exactly what they need. They need a wheel. Anyway.
Well, he'll be in a ball. It's like the same effect.
So you're in a flat right now.
Yeah.
And you can live it happily.
Yeah.
What I want you to do after this podcast, go and get in your car, live there forever.
Do you think...
No. Go and get in your car, live there forever. Could you do that?
No, because a hamster can walk in the ball.
You can walk in the car.
I can't fit. I can barely fit in my car, let alone walk in it. That car is not made for...
Okay, get in a lift, live there.
They can see out. You need like the glass lift.
Okay, get in a glass lift and live there.
I feel like it's a bit bigger in terms of proportion. I think it is. I think you need a bit of a bigger like space than that. I feel like that ball is quite big for a hamster.
Okay, when you finish, go in your bedroom, live there.
Yeah, but the ball moves. So it's like motion. So you can like walk around and still see the world. But you live in a ball. So if you gave me a square,
A square ball.
as big as my bedroom,
Yeah.
and it was glass and it was on wheels and it would just go everywhere, I'm happy doing that. By the way, window, drive-through, done.
So if anyone out there has ever made that, can you please ship it to Dan, and he'll live there.
Right. So, by the way, talking about lockdown and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was having a chat with my mates. Mm-hmm. Would you do lockdown again?
Do you want the easy answer?
Nah, just give me your answer.
Yes.
You wouldn't elaborate on it? You just 100% do it all over again. Exactly the same.
Yes, I would do it. And the reasons I would do it are really simple for me. There was only one kind of very small occasion when one of our employment was at risk. And, I mean, the way they handled it was terrible, but that's a whole different discussion. We're not going to go into that or name names. They who know who they are, and they will not be getting a Rio sponsorship or a free Rio when I get my sponsorship from Rio.
Mate, I can't. It's just dripped. It's just dripped all over the table.
Sparkling tropical
right?
drink.
And he used to work for Dr Pepper, and they're going to be fuming that you've just said that.
No, but the reality is, like, yeah. And I had a financial stream coming in. I had a dog, so that kept me active. It gave us the opportunity to go out for walks, and it kept, it brought joy to our life. I was living somewhere where I had a garden. I was living somewhere where I had space. I was living with my partner, so I had company. So for me, it was nice to actually take some me time, us time. I know I spoke to a lot of people that broke up in lockdown and everything. I think we grew stronger, closer together. For me, lockdown, I know it sounds horrible, apart from like a one small occasion where I was a little bit concerned about my mum. Apart from that, as long as my friends and family were cool, then I would do it again.
Okay, so
if we could take away the health side,
yeah, then that's it, right? So I was thinking more like not the health side, because obviously like no one wants that. But yeah, if you gave me a chance to have lockdown again, would I do it? And this is the discussion we were having, right? So we were like, if it come around again, which it could, because who knows what will happen, but would you like it to be exactly the same again, when it was like you couldn't go out, it was like no one knew what was happening, everyone thought it was the end of the world, it was apocalypse. Remember, like, I worked a couple of days right at the beginning, and it was like ghost town, everyone was like crossing the street from each other, people were queuing at the shop, fighting for toilet roll, it was nuts. But when lockdown came around, it was like Warzone with the boys. Do you remember that early part of lockdown where all the football stopped, and then the Bundesliga came back, and the Bundesliga was the only thing people were watching. And like, I remember Bayern Munich Dortmund was like the game, mate. It was like the El Clasico of lockdown. It was like those moments, gaming all the time, chatting with the boys. It like brought back some like memories of like when I was like 16 after school.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. That bit was good. That bit was really good. No, I could do that bit again easily.
Like the Zoom quizzes and stuff. What I wanted to do before we wrap up, because it's a sunny day, we want to get out and have another barbecue. Why not? So what I wanted to do is just like a couple of things. I'm just going to chuck it at you.
Go on.
You let me know your thoughts.
Quick fire.
Right. You're just going to tell. I'm going to give you
What
one
are we going
word.
to call this? We're going to call this round. You got to come up with a name for it. And we'll try and do it every week.
I genuinely don't know. You've caught me.
Okay, fine.
I'm just going to throw some words out there. One word, and then Ash today is going to give me like his opinion on it. Right?
Ash's opinion.
He's going to tell me. So I just want to throw this
Edit
out
that
there.
out, please. That I didn't like that.
Yeah, the jazz hands. There's like jazz hands.
hands.
There's a serious jazz hands going on here.
Right, go on. Go on.
Okay, first one.
I'm ready.
Books.
What am I supposed to be telling you again? I was not listening. I was jazz handing.
Okay, the jazz hands.
Explain for me
are
again.
like he's not doing it up so the camera can see now. They're down here, and he's like still jazz handing.
Jazz handing. No, anyway, go.
Right.
What am I supposed to be doing? I'm listening now. Right, go.
Tell me. I'll give you one word. Books.
I don't read enough. I should read more. I was actually walking on the high street the other day at lunch, and one of my colleagues stopped and went into a bookshop and bought a book or two books. I was very shocked. It's like I didn't know you read books. I don't read enough books, and actually, I probably should read more. Anything football related, magazine-wise, articles I read, but no, I don't read enough.
Okay. I kind of agree with you on that one. I used to read loads, don't know. Candles.
I love a candle. I think as you get older, love a candle. The only thing is the good quality. My pet peeve of candles is when they smell really nice and they don't live up to the taste. Like a Subway.
Whoa.
Taste? Not taste.
You lick candles or eat waxy candles.
I'm a candle licker. No, it doesn't live up to the smell is what I meant. Like a Subway, that kind of equivalent.
Okay.
That it smells lovely, eat it, it's disappointing. Same as a candle. I hate when it smells lovely, burn it, can't smell it. So you have to get a good quality one. And when you do that, what is it? The White Company? I think they do some really nice ones.
Yeah, Dipty Q is another one, isn't it?
Smells decent.
Okay, fine.
Love a candle though, but they're expensive. They you go to someone's house and they got candles. They're bougie.
I've got a couple of candles around here,
You
mate.
pull up at someone's driveway and they've got a nice car and they've got candles. You know,
I bought a really cool candle lighter, by the way. It's like electric and you have to charge it up, and then like you don't have lighters. Because I don't smoke, I never have lighters, so I have a candle lighter. It is quality, by the way. If you're looking to get one,
gadgets,
just go on Amazon, mate.
You and your gadgets.
Just go on Amazon. I love it.
Next
Anyway,
go. I like this game. Let's go.
Right. I'm gonna go with. I'm trying to think. Cushions or like pillows.
Right. I'm not that fussed with them. My partner loves cushions everywhere. She always wants cushions and she always wants pillows and new pillows. And I do understand that pillows do that weird thing where they kind of just break apart and then
Yeah.
You got to have good pillows because you have to have a good night's sleep. Good night's sleep is important. Pillows are good. I'm not that fussed, but I see the importance.
For me, it's like the cushions, right?
Yeah.
I don't get having loads on the bed.
Not because you throw them on the floor.
It just makes no sense to me.
Right, so I've got like loads of pillows on my bed,
Yeah.
and the reality is I don't really use them. And like I've got some, my partner's got some on her side, and
Do you have matching ones?
Yeah, they're matching, and my one has been under the bed about 6 months.
So you don't even bring it back? Because that's the thing, isn't it? You
I
put it
don't
on the floor,
use it.
and then when you leave the room,
It's decorative.
you're meant to like put them back.
Oh, I don't make the
They
bed. Do you
look
make the
good.
bed when you get out?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Look.
It's pretty mad.
They-
I leave it as it is.
Apparently it's really healthy to like leave it as it is for a bit, and then like any bacteria and stuff, right? Random, but I've read this on like Uberfacts or something. If the bed, it wasn't Uberfacts because it was a bit longer than that, but anyway, the bacteria gets killed because of like the air and stuff, the moisture.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, so it's actually really healthy when you wake up not to make your bed straight away, and it should be like one of the last things you do
So
before
go
you leave.
toilet first. I think toilet is first thing I do.
Shower, toilet, get ready.
We haven't done any toilet talk. I think it's Ted.
No, we don't need to do any toilet.
Ted talks about the toilets a lot. We don't. We haven't spoken about toilets once.
Ash wrote the questions.
I did not.
No, but in all seriousness, right? Apparently that's like the best thing to do.
I'm
like
liking this game. Next question.
I'm gonna go with fruit.
My sorry, hiccup and burp.
What do you call that? A hup?
Hick burp.
Hick burp.
Hick
Yeah.
burp.
A big up?
Fruit. I love fruit.
All fruits?
I don't think there's a fruit. I don't think you could find me a fruit I don't like.
I definitely prefer fruit to vegetables.
I eat vegetables. Well, I eat a lot of veg. I don't eat. A
You
lot of
do
veg.
actually. You are quite good for that.
I will eat a lot of veg if someone prepares.
If
for me.
you cook, I eat vegetables. Like when I go to yours and you make food, that's probably the main time I eat veg. You open my freezer right now. There's like frozen broccoli florets and some mixed spring vegetables. And that is it, mate. And maybe a vegetable soup if that counts. That's as far as my veggie
no,
things go.
it's good to have that.
That's
sort
why I
of
have vitamins.
I don't need to because I get it all from my fruit. and veg.
Exactly.
No, I do love a fruit. Yeah.
Well, any particular one like stands out to you? Big banana.
That does
How
not,
do you open a banana, by the way?
I saw that.
Top or the bottom?
I saw that same video you're talking about.
I haven't seen a video.
The long stem bit. I know some people do it from the bottom, but the long stem.
I do it from the bottom and hold it like the guy from the Jungle Book.
That's weird.
No, it's not.
That's weird.
You do it from. You hold it. You see where the long.
I do the long bit.
You see where it goes like the stem.
Yeah.
And then banana.
Yeah.
The stem's at the bottom, and you peel
No.
and you hold it. What?
No.
Oh my gosh.
It's a weird way to do it.
No, it's not. What?
It's a weird way to
The
do
stem
it.
is meant to be at the bottom.
No, it's not. The stem's at the top. Anyone normal opens a banana from the stem, from the long bit. Not
Really?
the little. No, you're wrong.
Okay. Convertible cars.
This is good. I don't want to get cancelled. I normally say, let's say traditional. I'm always going to say traditional, so I don't offend anyone. Cancel culture and all that. I think convertibles can be a bit feminine or effeminate.
Really?
Yes, I'm not a massive fan of convertibles. When I see someone, if I see someone drive past with their loud music and their top down, I'm like, dickhead. I don't like it.
No, you're not a fan.
Not a fan.
I would definitely, at
Hard
some
top,
point in my
sunroof.
life,
It's more manly,
love
sunroof.
to own a convertible sports car.
No, panoramic sunroof.
Really?
I think.
I just want to get that vibe of like driving down. I want to go on the motorway, right, and be in the car and see if it's like.
No, I told you, the favourite.
Like your cheeks like.
My favourite car at the moment is the C-Class. So when I get my Rio sponsorship, I'll be able to afford.
But Rio aren't going to pay you, Ash. They're just going to
Rio and Mercedes.
Rio, you will send Ash.
Are they not going to pay me?
No,
So
they're going to just send you the cans, mate.
Okay, and I'll sell them to Rio.
And then
I'll sell them. To
Ash will
fund
then
the
become
Rio.
his very own boss man and sell the cans to
I'll
himself.
open up a tuck shop.
Yeah, of just Rio.
I'll get like an ice cream van, convert it into a can of Rio, and just sell Rio.
Rio
called
van.
Rio slushies.
Oh, that would be a good shout. To be fair, Rio.
I've got a new
slushies.
business. Then I won't do the podcast.
Rio ice cubes, stuff like that. And then Rio won't want to sponsor you anymore.
No, sorry, please sponsor me. How many times do you reckon I've mentioned Rio today?
A lot, and I'm sure if you keep mentioning it, they won't notice you.
I'm going to take a picture of that and make sure I put it on the Insta.
But
I want any one of you that have listened to this, watched this, whatever you've done, right? If you have been encouraged to go and buy a Rio, and you've bought a Rio because of this, please message in and let me know.
I want to hear Ted's thoughts, by the
Yeah,
way,
'cause his thoughts
because
are-
Ted will have some amazing
the
insights.
cogs
to some
in
of
his
these
head
things.
are just humorous.
Yeah, I want to hear that. So what we'll do is
No,
definitely.
I'll introduce this bit. You've done your bit, right? You've had your say.
Yeah, all right, fine.
Yeah, so we'll keep that
Cool.
segment
I'm
going.
gonna sit back
And
relax.
with a can of Rio.
Oh,
We're keeping that in.
that's the funny bone, mate. That is what I've just did.
So that you got a funny bone. Ted doesn't have a funny bone. He's just got a funny brain
Yeah, and a big bone. What?
and a big bone.
I don't know that for fact, by the way.
You do. Right. Anyway, so yeah, that was. We're gonna call that Dan's segment. That was Dan's question.
Yeah, we'll think of it. If you can think of a good name,
Yeah,
send us a name.
Send it in. But anyway, we will, as it's such a lovely day, like last week, we will wrap it up and go and enjoy a lovely barbecue and a few bevs. But before we do that, I am back with popular demand. I think I love a Would You Rather.
You're famous. If you're listening to this and you know Ash, you know his Would You Rathers are famous.
It gets me through life. But yeah, Would You Rather. So I'm going to end it with a Would You Rather. And when I ask this question, any of you out there that are thinking about it, because I think one thing we wanted to do for this whole podcast was just inspire conversation and debate.
That was some of the feedback we got, by the way.
Yeah.
A lot of people had our debates about the same things.
Oh, mate.
Do you know how many people I've spoke to that haven't spoke to in a while, or just got a random WhatsApp message off, and they've been like, "I sit, mate."
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It's crazy.
I sit, I stand, I scrunch or fold. I'm like, wow. And that's what I wanted. I wanted people to be driving the car, listen to it, or with their friends, and go, what do you do with that? I just want to inspire and just create a debate, a conversation. So yeah, would you rather? Right.
Right,
You
go
ready?
on, hit me.
Right. And disclaimer, I'm not trying to offend anyone. It is a joke. It is just a question.
Careful.
Right? It's not going to be not going to be naughty. Right. So would you rather, Dan, have no arms and just hands,
So they're on my
just-
shoulders.
just
Okay.
hands like that?
Like Raheem Sterling.
Yeah.
Yep.
or arms but no hands? So would you rather have no arms and just hands on the end like that? Or would you rather have arms but no hands?
It's a tough one because I feel like hands are very useful, but become way less useful up
You just have to
here.
grab stuff like this.
Yeah, it would be a lot less useful. Now I feel like if I had two limbs and just put my fists out and close my hands, I'm kind of there already. I genuinely think I'd go for arms and no hands because I feel like there are people out there that make life happen and work with no hands or like no fingers or something. So I feel like you could drive a car, you could watch TV somehow. It'd be hard to
Just need a voice recorded one.
yeah, everything's serious. Yeah, 100%. Hands up here become think about a T-Rex. Their arms are useless because they can't even do that's what I'd feel like a T-Rex with my hands here. Be like a crab.
Like a butterfly.
Yeah.
You can hold stuff, Dave. Like
You could hold stuff, but you'd just be everyone's
Hold
cup.
them a drink.
You'd just be everyone's cup holder.
it would be.
You'd be sat in the middle of a pub, and you'd be the guy in the middle. And there'd just be two beers in your hand. It'd be like, oh mate, hold these. All right. Everyone goes to the toilet. You're like that, and then when you need to go for a piss,
You'd have
no
to-
one's coming with you to help you.
You'd have to sit down, wouldn't you?
If you've got arms, you can make something happen.
Okay. Well,
So I'm going with arms, but I'd love to know what everyone else thinks.
yeah,
by the way.
we heard it there. Dan would rather have no hands and just arms. But yeah,
Convince me that hands are better.
yeah, literally, message us. Let us know. Yeah, let us know what your thoughts are. But anyway, guys, it is that time of the podcast where we do
Barbecue time.
Yeah, we do need to say goodbye. So to our whispering fans out there,
I think we're going to call them the Whisperers.
oh, to our whisperers.
To our Whisperers.
To our whisperers out there who have watched, listened, and taken part in this, thank you very much. I've been Ash.
I've been Dan.
And Ted is ill. I think news is just in. We've just got the results in. He was not hungover. He is ill.
He is ill. He is ill. Yeah,
Right.
he will be back.
He will be back.
And send Ted your love and your wishes.
Yeah, honestly, he'll appreciate it. And he does. He wishes he was here, but it was best that he stayed at home to rest. So anyway, guys, thank you very much. We've been the Whispering Guys.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.
Peace. Hi, it's Ash. Welcome to the Whispering Guys. I'm going to go. Hi. You better not keep that in. Ready?